What do I pick? 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 What should I pick? What should I pick? Oh, shit. I don't know what to do. What movie do I pick for the first video of October for the Tape Tomb? Alright, you. Let's try this. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ugh, too easy. I want to save this one, I think. Ooh, too scary. No, not quite. Oh yeah, this is the one. What's up, all gendered dudes, stony bonies, and tape heads, and welcome back to another episode of The Tape Tomb, a show where each week I add to my ever-growing horror VHS collection, and I get to talk about some of my favorite movies with you. It's spooky season, baby, and we are ringing in October with a very, very special tape. Now, this isn't an actual movie, so you might not have heard about it in a really long time, and it doesn't get brought up in most conversations when talking about horror, and that's a crime. This movie introduced me, and many others like me, to the kings of the horror genre that we know and love today, and if it had come out at the dawn of YouTube as opposed to slightly beforehand, these guys would probably be internet millionaires by now. And we're talking about the killer compilation, Boogeymen by Flix. Speaking of being internet millionaires and being absurdly successful, now would be the perfect time to remind you that Nightmare Fuel Streaming works hard every single week to bring you the coolest horror and sci-fi content. So let us know that you enjoy it by clicking that like and subscribe button. We would love your support. And we promise, when we're sitting poolside under the tropical rays of the sun with margaritas in hand thinking of our next video, we'll remember you. You know this tape, you've seen it before, whether at your local video store, your older sibling's room, or at the house of a friend whose freshly divorced dad was a little too preoccupied to give a shit what you guys were doing. Let's take a look at one of my favorite pieces of media history that's loaded with horror movie icons and gratuitous amounts of white zombie boogeyman. Roll the film. The scariest boogeymen ever to appear on film, together for the first time, in the ultimate horror experience! Or at least that's what the box says. Boogeymen the Killer Compilation is a tape/DVD, from 2001 that set out on a mission to inform the world of who the kings of the horror genre were and Simon from the Ugly. It focused on each character one at a time and gave a brief description of them before showing some of the most memorable scenes from each movie and horror history, and then scenes from the Ugly. This movie stars our favorite icons. Let's hear the list! Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Ghostface, Chucky, Candyman, Leprechaun, Wishmaster, Fisherman, The Tall Man, Norman Bates, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, and because they had to fill a certain time slot, I'm sure, they included Blade, The Dentist, Camilla, and Simon. And not only do we have spooky clips playing, but in between each clip for the entire 81-minute movie, they have White Zombies Boogeyman playing on repeat, so there's no chance that you will ever forget the name of this movie for a split second. But just in case you did, it's 2001's Boogeymen, the Killer Compilation. Even though some questionable decisions were made, I absolutely love this tape. It comes from a time where movie suggestions were really just word of mouth, and it put on display some of my favorite horror characters still to this day. Movie streaming wasn't a thing at the time, so after watching this at the age of 11, I had to work extra hard to sneak watching every single one of these movies. This is the pure source of the corruption of my youth, and unfortunately for my parents, it was all downhill from there. So of course it's a perfect fit for us here at the Tape Tomb. Here's some interesting facts about Boogeymen, the Killer Compilation. Earlier versions of this film had the character Gunther from the 1981 movie Funhouse. Who's Gunther? I don't know, but it probably would have been a better choice than you know who. Jack Frost 2, the Killer Snowman movie, was actually in the credits for this film, even though it's nowhere to be found. And that's because it's actually in the bonus features on the DVD. Bonus features? What's that? That sounds stupid. Thank you all for watching another episode of The Tape Tomb. I've been your blue-beanied host with the most, Larry Downs, and if you liked this video, make sure you click that like and subscribe button down below and leave a comment talking about what movie I should do next. Stay tuned with us all of October as we revamp the channel and bring you some of the coolest new spooky content. We're going to be playing some of the coolest new horror games via Twitch or just hanging out. Feel free to hop in the chat, tell us that our opinions are wrong, but you like us anyway. We're on Instagram now. We're hip and we're cool. Check out Instagram. It's all under Nightmare Fuel Streaming. We'll see you there. This is Larry Downs signing off. Stay spooky, my friends, and we'll see you in the sequel.